Welcome parents and seniors of the class of 2022. In this video, we are going to talk about a brief overview of your senior year deadlines. In October, our first thing that we are going to do is our FAFSA and our ORSA clinic. First thing we're going to talk about, because there's one right before it. But on October 6th, we're going to host a FAFSA and ORSA clinic here at Willamette High School in the Media Center. The clinic will be open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m., and you can sign up for a time slot. You can plan on approximately 30 minutes to 1 hour for your family to complete the FAFSA or the ORSA. Most families will complete it in about 30 minutes, but occasionally some of the processes take a little bit longer. In order to complete the FAFSA or the ORSA, you will need to have your tax documents from the year 2020 and your W-2s from the year 2020. Those of you who are self-employed will probably not have W-2s, but there is information found on both the taxes and the W-2s that are not found on the other, so it is important to bring both forms if you have them. The other important information that we need is Social Security numbers for the student and the parent. If you and your family do not have Social Security numbers, there are things that we can do to help you. But if you have been issued a Social Security number, you do need to make sure you bring that number with you. On October 5th, we will be taking a group of students to Mack Court at the U of O for a college fair. It is a really great opportunity to meet with college professionals and to get some admissions questions answered if your student is still considering places that they might like to apply. On October 13th, the sophomores, juniors, and freshmen will be taking the PSAT, and the seniors will be joining myself and Josh for a senior seminar. See you then. We also have many more opportunities that aren't listed here, so please make sure that you are paying attention to the blog and listening to those announcements that happen during second period. In November, we are going to focus on applying to four-year universities and training programs, and the specific scholarships that are associated with those programs. You might ask how many schools you should apply to. The simple answer is that we encourage students to apply to at least 2 colleges. Some students might apply to 3 or 5. And we also encourage you not to apply to more than 10 because it does get a little overwhelming trying to keep track of all of the deadlines when you have many schools. Josh and I are happy to help you to decide what the right fit for you is and which colleges might be a good fit. We'd like you to complete your applications and submit them by Thanksgiving break. This is not a deadline that you have to meet, but is strongly encouraged that you get these done now. If you can complete your applications by Thanksgiving, it means that you have more time to focus on scholarships, and sometimes the schools, like the University of Oregon, have scholarships that are really early in the process that you won't have access to if you wait until their standard deadline. Also remember that you will need to submit your transcript, and if your school has a transcript deadline of January 1st, you need to request your transcript from Mrs. Jernberg no later than Friday, December 3rd. Once you have been able to complete your application processes, your next focus is going to be on looking for grants and scholarships specific to your career pathway. Some of those grants and scholarships might be like the U of O Pathways, Stamps, and Presidential are ones that are very early in the application process, and the Diversity Scholarship. In January, our focus shifts from college applications, which we can still do in January, but it does shift more to a scholarship focus. We want to make sure that you have applied for the Oregon Promise Grant, OSAC, and Lane Community College Foundation grants. Surprisingly, many people don't know that Lane Community College actually has some great scholarships for their students. In February, March, April, and May, this is our prime time for scholarship season. Like I said, scholarships happen all year long, but this is when a majority of scholarships will be due or available or due. So this is a big scholarship time. There is more than $200,000 worth of scholarships that we post on the College and Career Center blog. So again, make sure you subscribe and don't miss any of those messages. March, April, May, and June is a great time to start thinking about what you're going to do in those summer months between high school and college. It's a great time to look for a summer job, for volunteer opportunities, and any other opportunities that you'd like to complete before you start college in the fall. A great resource for you is Connected Lake County's Student Job Board. So these are jobs that they intend to hire students who are either seniors or just graduated. And so they're perfect for you. So make sure you check that out. The link is down here at the bottom. And once that's complete, you can start focusing on your school time in the fall at college. Now that we've done this brief overview, would please join us on Wednesday, September 29th at 6:30 for a question and answer session. This is a great time to ask any questions that these videos did not cover. Thank you for your time.